Lovelies, welcome back to my channel and a brand new video. Hi everyone, I haven't fixed myself, but today's a good day and I thought give you a little bit of a vlog before I guess come back as being sorted. So I'm trying again to phone the doctors, which is amazing. I'm trying again tomorrow, because I woke up at a bad time today, and I've got too much to do indoors, and I'm not using that as an excuse. You haven't seen what's in front of me. Anyway, so I'm chilling with a coffee. We just had the shopping arrive. You want to see what I eat in a day? I know you guys still want to see that. I need to plan it properly because I don't always have breakfast. Because I have times where I don't feel well enough to eat it, you know? Yes, you heard that noise. There was a fly in here, and you know what they're like for not leaving the house. They definitely make themselves at home. Anyway, I'm better than what you saw in my last video. There's no tears, but if there is tears, that's still okay. But there isn't today. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy my coffee, finish that. Then I'm going to sort a lot more of the washing out. Put the washing up in soak. Whilst I go and have a shower and wash my hair so I'm all nice and clean and everything for tomorrow. And then I will wash up, and then I will clean the bathroom because it's that time where it needs doing again. I'm glowing. Look how healthy I look. We had a treat last night. We all had a bit of chocolate, and let me tell you, it felt so good. Anyway, I chose the shopping to arrive between 12 and 1 so we could at least have something in for when we have lunch. But I'm not even hungry. I am literally just not feeling like food right now. I do not know what it is, but I just don't feel like food. It's fine because I know once I've had my shower, I'm going to want something. Is it just me? Or are you hungry after a shower? It's like when you get out of the swimming pool. You feel hungry. I know I do. Every time. Every living time. If you used to or still watch EastEnders, you will know who June Brown is. And if you're having a mental block and you're trying to think, Dot Cotton. Well, she's had more than one name. She's been more than Cotton. If you don't know her as Dot Cotton, you'll know her as Dot Browning. Okay? Anyway, so Lucas recently bought me her autobiography, and the beginning's really sad. Really sad. She talks about experiences that she had as a young girl with some deaths in the family. And I don't want to go into detail in case you're wanting to read it, and I don't want to give spoilers, but I won't say who or any more than that. I'm loving it. I mean, I'm loving that she's got her book and I've got it to read. Not loving the death part. That came out wrong. You know, I'm loving the book so far. She's very brave to talk about the deaths. Yeah, I felt for her. I had tears running down the face, almost. I was welling up. It was just, I can't imagine having to experience that as a young girl. What she experienced. She's growing up, had an amazing life. And the fact that we're still blessed to still have her here is amazing. June Brown is my favourite actress. And for me, she is EastEnders. So when she retired to not, all together, I thought, well, without her, it's not the same. So when she retired is when I stopped watching the show. Call me sad, I don't care. I was a massive fan. I am still a big fan of EastEnders. I love it. I just don't watch it anymore. So when she retired is when that boat party happened, and Dennis died because of Ian and all the rest of it. And it was back then that she retired. So that was officially the last time I stopped watching EastEnders. But I do sometimes ask, how are they all doing? What's happening? And everyone's answer is, we'll just watch it and you'll find out. You guys know Chloe, my friend. You love her. You haven't seen her in a while. She stopped watching it because she's just, I forget her reason. So I don't like to assume in case it's wrong. I think it's because she either found it boring, which is hard to believe, or she just got super busy and didn't have time for it, which I believe is probably more the case. Because I know she watches Morning EastEnders. I know she's watched Hollyoaks. Whether she's still into that as well, I don't know. I couldn't really get into Hollyoaks the same. I used to watch all of them because when I was growing up as a kid, my mum would watch all the soaps, including Colby and Casualty and all things like that. We used to watch The Bill. I love The Bill, and I keep being told it's coming back to do a return. And to be honest, I would really like that. To say with the technology they've got today, with The Bill and the nicer looking cars, can I say, that'd be really good. To see that. I would like it. I would really like it. I'm still sat here. It's only a short video to sort of, welcome me back. Because I'm just having a good day, and I really was in the mood to just pick up this and just talk to you all and say hi now. I'm back for I don't know how long for, but we will see. We will see. Yeah. So I grew up with Mum watching all the soaps, and I would watch them with her, and I watched them all, but there was only one soap for me that I carried on watching that I really loved above all the rest, and that was EastEnders. And I love the characters. My favourite actress, is June Brown. All together, not just in EastEnders. But my favourite actor when it comes to EastEnders, I would say that's a tricky one because they're all really good. I know it's gonna have you guys think, but he's not in it anymore. But why does it have to be someone that's in it now? I've always liked Ross Kemp. You should know who Ross Kemp is. We all know him, we all love him. We know he's Phil's brother, and you should know his character name. I'm having a mental block, that's why I've not said his character name yet. Grant Mitchell. He's really good. Having a mental block. Adam Woodjack, Ian Bill. He's so good at playing Ian Bill. Really good. They're all really good. But if I really had to pick, I would say having a mental block again, but who plays Phil Mitchell? I did know his name and it's just gone. I just had it just now. Anyway, but he plays a really good drunk. And you guys have seen Phil Mitchell absolutely drunk. And he plays it well. he's really good at playing drunk. If you guys didn't know about Jess, the reason why she, as Kat, is a good drunk is because the actress is actually an alcoholic, and she needs to take one more step out of line, and then she's fired. I've been reading online and keeping up with her story because I still like the show, and I like to know how the actors and actresses are doing, and it's just good to keep up with them. You know, I've been a fan for a very long time, and it's nice to know that they're doing well as actors and actresses, and some have had kids and got married, and one of them is about to have a baby. I am so proud of them all for doing really well. And to those actresses and actors that have been in EastEnders for a long time, you know, hat down to you. Maisie Smith, you know who you are. I've been a fan of you since you were a little girl, you know, playing Tiffany, and I've watched you grow up from a little girl. And the same with Morgan, even though he's not in it anymore. But honestly, I've watched them all, a lot of them since they were kids, and to see them grow up. You know, I watched it back to back loads and loads of times. From 1985, you know that's right at the beginning. And to see Sharon as a kid, and then see Ian as a kid, the fact that they're in it now. Ian's been in it the longest, same with Dot. Apart from technically you could argue otherwise because of the big breaks that they had, but they still came back. But I'm trying to think which character's been in it the longest and not had a break. And there's only one thing I can think of that's not a character, and that's the Queen Victoria bust, but then it's changed how many times. It's not the original one. The one they've got now is not the original. If you're a true EastEnders geek like me, you'll know that. I don't know why I'm ranting about EastEnders, but I know so much. Quiz me, I bet you I know the answers. Everyone talks about, you know, Peggy like she was the original landlord. She was an amazing landlord, but she wasn't the original. Comment below who it was. Let's see if you know the answer, because I know the answer. We'll give you a minute, pause, type the answer, and then I will say it and we'll see if you're right. Mrs. Watts, Sharon's mum. We say that. If you're a true fan, you will be asking, was that even her mum? And we all know Jen Watts wasn't her dad. So when that all sort of opened up to Sharon finding out he wasn't her dad, that storyline, the way they did that was so amazing. They all played it really well. You know, they played it super well. Yeah, they did good. A lot of you wanted me to explain what my favourite EastEnders episode of all time is, and that is going to take me a little bit more time to think about, because there's so many amazing episodes with the actors and actresses playing their characters so well. I would have to say that I still need to think about it. But I'll let you know in this video. There is one in my head right now when I'm thinking, good episode. But then there's been multiple really good ones. Are you talking good episodes or the sad ones? You know, it's difficult, but there is 2 episodes that are in my mind that I think are my favourites. They did really well. And they're both sad episodes as well. I'll think of 2 sad ones and 2 happy ones. And then you let me know in the comments whether you like them the same as me, or if you've got your own ones, whether they're the same as me or not. I'm just interested. So the first sad one that's in my head is the seems like at the time, long-winded episode of when Jean started spotting and seeing the signs and got help, and the very episode that Stacey found out that she was also bipolar. And you saw the scene where Jean gives Stacey a bath and is washing her hair, but as you noticed years before that, Stacey has got Jean in the bath and she's washing her hair. The fact that they repeated that but the other way around is amazing, and that is the characters played that so well. Stacey is a character you either love her or you hate her, and she is an amazing character. That episode, finding out that she's bipolar and she's really vulnerable, she's really scared, she doesn't want the help because it's admitting and coming to the reality that, wait, hold on a minute, I am really bipolar. I'm a nutter like my mum. She has all sorts going through her head and her mind, her head at this point. And when you've got all that going around in your mind, there's nothing else, and it's all taking over. And that is quite an episode for me. It's one of my favourite sad ones because of the way it was done, and it helped spread the message, and so many people got help for them thinking they had bipolar. It helped a lot of people deal with them having it, or them finding out they had it not knowing they had it. It's incredible. I love the episode, and I'd happily, when they on the TV and they replay old episodes. On BBC iPlayer they had the 2008, all of it. To replay that one, for me to rewatch that would be really good. That's a really, really good one for me. And it brings out the positive, because it shows that no matter what you're going through, you're going to get help, and that's incredible. So, the other sad episode that I think is my favourite. Sorry about that, guys. I ran out of space and it cut off and I didn't know where I was. But there is 2 more sad ones that I think they did so well. But I'm only going to mention one of them in depth. So, the other one, and I think you might know where I'm going with this, Peggy's suicide. The way they've done it with bringing Pat back, because we know Peggy being dementia, to see Pat right at the end, to have her there with her right at the end. The way they did that was amazing, But the only thing is, Phil got the blame and Grant wasn't happy. The only thing is, Sam, what have you done to yourself? Sam was a very beautiful young lady growing up. But then she had all this surgery, and then Jack found out he had a son. Oh, what times. Slightly different episode. But the way they did that with Peggy was amazing. Having the clock ticking at the end. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. it's the best ending they could have done, because we know that she was on her way out anyway, if you know what I mean. Rest in peace. I miss you as an actress and as a character. You're still missed, and you were one of the best and a very good landlady, and just the roast dinner that was put for you to have the whole family. The fact I love that her and Sharon got on right at the end. I blimmin' love that they did that, because of Peggy hating Sharon all this time. And I know I get why. But the fact that she was really sweet and nice to her, I loved that. I'm so glad you did that. Honestly, whoever's idea it was to do that right at the end, you're a legend. Literally a legend. I got two more sad ones that are near the top, which is Ronnie and Roxy's death. It couldn't have gone any better. They've always been joined at the hip, even when they've had their ups and their downs, and I wouldn't have wanted their death to be any different than that. I didn't want them to die. I really didn't want it to end like that. But it's them two. I'm glad they died together. It was sad, but it couldn't have gone any better than that. How they did that was just, they knew how to capture the audience. The next sad part, it's not death. 2010, Queen Victoria up in flames because Phil just totally lost it, and he realised, well, at least believed in his mind, that his mum Peggy loved Pub more than him. But at that moment, he did, because he was a bit of a nutter, and he wasn't there. He had done things that he shouldn't have done, and those are two that I remember. But Ryan, my brother, remembers the pub episode when it got caught in big flames, and Stacey telling Ryan, "I'm pregnant and you're the daddy." We love Lily. She's still in it today, and she's a feisty one. You can tell that she is Stacey's daughter without a shadow of doubt. You can just tell. You really can tell. So, now, my two favourite happy episodes. Before I go into that, do you guys remember when they got June Brown to do a whole episode with just her? That is the best thing I think Extended has ever done. Because for me, like I said at the beginning, he is his family. And the fact that they did that, you knew I was watching it. You know she's watching it. No, I'm glad they've done it, because there's no one better. I really strongly believe that. She might not be everybody's favourite. She might not be your favourite. She's amazing, and I'm sad that her eyesight's really bad at the minute. She's said that her eyesight's really bad and just doesn't watch it anymore. Because it's just not worth it. You can't really see it that well. That's just how it is. Bless her, still smoking as well. So now is where I will go on to my two favourite good, happy episodes. And it was really difficult to still choose. But I've had to really think about it again. And it's still difficult. It's actually really difficult. I'm sat here and I'm torn between a couple. And I want to pick two. But it's really difficult. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. When Bianca and Ricky got married, and I'm talking their first wedding, it was so lovely. So lovely. They not only did they do that really well, but I just got emotional when I watched it, and it's like they were meant to be, you know, because we know he ran off years and years and years before that to try and marry Sam. I think they went to Gretna Green. Didn't quite work out. He met Bianca, but her and Sam have had an on and off hatred, haven't they? If you noticed. Yeah. Mitchell's not liking Ricky that much, and then he ends up working for them at the car garage place. So, you know, it happened, and they worked really well in the end. It was great. So that's one. I don't want to just go for weddings, but they're all what's in my mind at the moment. No reason at all. They just are. Apart from weddings, what else happened? It's really happened. I'm gonna say when they won the protest, how many times, and got to keep the market, because the market is what kept the community together and kept them going, and just what people do about the local market. You could tell how passionate they were about how important and how much the market meant to them. You know, how some of the stalls have been in the family for years and years, how far back it went, especially the We Love It, the fruit and veg stall. That in particular, you know, started with the Bills, and I would say that one, because they got to keep the market, they got to keep the family generations stuff going, they kept the community together, just all of it. Those are the two I would say. There are more, but it was so difficult. But yeah, that episode. I would love to grow up in an area like that, where there's, or at least live in an area like that, where you got the market stalls and you get to know them all, just all of it, just, you know, the whole lot. I don't know, I can't think of just reunions with characters as well, when good characters come back and you get all excited to see them again. I love those episodes as well. One that I remember of a character coming back, I would say when Peggy came back years later to her pub after it reopened, but a few days, or no, the very episodes that it caught on fire, when she was crying about it burns, and then we see her exit. She has one look at the pub. The way that they did that exit was amazing. I would say it's my favourite exit. But we all know the classic ones when they're in the taxi and you see them looking back at the square. But my all-time favourite exit, actually changing my mind from years ago, is Mary when she's on the bus and giving it 2 fingers. Oh my goodness, when she did that, it was brilliant. I love it. Absolutely love it. I haven't watched any of the classics in so long. It's made me now want to watch it, but I'm worried I'll come across some clips from today that I don't watch anymore. But I'll just avoid them, but it'd be really difficult. I am tempted to rewatch it. I won't know who's who because there's characters in it now, but I'm like, who's that? So, yeah, I just thought I would do a little quick vlog. I didn't know I've been talking about EastEnders. Now you guys know that I'm a big fan, and you might not have known before, but you know now. Anyway, that is the end of this. I don't know when I'll be back. I've no idea I've been talking about EastEnders, but anyway, that is the end of today's video, because I really need to get on with my day now and do what I said I was gonna do. But it was just nice to sit here, and now you know a little bit more about me and what I'm into. So that's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you like your EastEnders, then please smash a huge thumbs up. And other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye everybody.